For more on the situation in the Middle East, I'm joined by Israeli Consul General in Toronto, and for Western Canada, Amir Gissin. Thank you very much for joining us. Your defense minister has said that this operation will continue for as long as necessary. What's the final objective?
The final objective is very simple. Let's start with the truce. Our defense minister said that there's time for truce and there's time for fighting. Let's all remember that we didn't stop the truce. It was actually the Palestinians. Our aim is to change reality that faces Israeli citizens, 250,000 of them, in the south of Israel, who are facing average of 50 rockets fired at them every day. This is a situation that no country would accept. Let's not forget that we have a terrorist organization which are actually firing at civilians. This is something we cannot allow, we cannot continue and tolerate, and we will have to respond to stop that fire. We'll do our utmost not to hurt civilians. We are sorry for every civilian which is being hurt. That wasn't our aim, and we will continue to do whatever is necessary to try and bring the Gaza area into peace and quiet again.
Was this kind of force necessary, Mr. Gissin?
You know, there's always the question whether Israel is acting with excessive force at one format or another. This is always an issue which is being put on the table. For the last 6 years, Israel has suffered thousands of rockets that have fallen on our southern cities. And we, again, talking about a situation where 3 days ago we had 80 missiles being launched aimed to kill civilians. No other explanations. I don't think that at a time like that, you can start and make calculation what is the necessary response and whether we were using excessive force, because our aim was to hit only Hamas security installations and all those places where they actually manufacture the rockets. I think that in these circumstances we were quite successful in hitting those who deserve being hit, in the sense that they are trying to hit us and not the innocent and not the civilians. And we will continue to do exactly that.
Both sides in this conflict have shown that you can talk to each other. You had a truce for 6 months. Is it possible that another truce is somewhere in the future?
The answer is clearly yes. We are interested in maintaining peace and quiet in that area. As a matter of fact, we are engaged with negotiation with the legally elected Palestinian Authority regarding Hamas. When Hamas will say that they will stop firing rockets at Israeli civilians, we will have trust again.
I see in your bio that you spent 3 years heading up Israel's branding project. What do you think this attack today will do to the country's image abroad?
It's always difficult when you're looking through the filter of the media and you're seeing very difficult pictures. It's always difficult to see other aspects. But I want to do exactly that. I want to relate to other aspects. What we have in Israel is a democracy under fire who has become a volcano of creativity and of achievements. And I know that when the guns are firing, it's hard to concentrate on that. But I'm saying only that. The problem in the Middle East, the conflict in the Middle East, is not just between Israelis and Palestinians. The big picture is that there is a conflict between moderates and extremists. And we and the Palestinian government are among the moderates who wants to have a two-state solution, who talk to each other, who wants to see peace prevailing. What we have for the moment is very strong forces, the Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon, and Iran, that operates them both, trying to destabilize the Middle East. All they need to do is stop firing. That will give us all a chance to create a situation where, again, there's no war, there's no aggression, and we are talking towards peace.
There have been calls from European countries for an immediate end to the violence. Do you think that those voices are also necessary in working towards another truce with Hamas?
I think that the voices that we hear from Europe talk first and foremost about the immediate stop of firing rockets at civilians. If that condition, which is being called for by different parts of the international community, If that condition is going to be answered positively by those who are firing the rockets, I certainly see a ceasefire and a truce in Gaza achievable through a relatively short period.
Amir Gissin, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.